Hello, my name is Stacy. Welcome back to Rates of an Apple, and I am here to start my weekly vlog for week 49 of 2022. We are almost there, y'all. Oh my gosh. I had so many plans for this weekend, and I got some of them done, but I did not make any Christmas presents. So I'm kind of stressing out, but I had a lot of cleaning and organizing that I've been needing to do, and I just kind of hit the point where I was like, even though I should be making stuff, I need to focus on that. So I still have to fold my laundry from today, but I, did my sheets, changed my sheets to flannel because it's been super chilly here lately. So I had to try to find my flannel sheets, but thankfully some of my winter, two of my winter clothing bins were down in the garage instead of up in the attic, and one of them had the sheets in it, so I was like, yay. So I was able to get my flannel sheets out and get them on my bed and just washed all my bedding, and had a bunch of laundry to do because it's been a couple weeks since I did laundry. So, and then I had some cleaning and organizing stuff, and completely vacuumed, and I had lots of stuff that I had to do, that I was really feeling like I needed to do. And then I ended up doing some shopping yesterday for most of the day, and needed to get I went to Hobby Lobby, and I needed to get a couple yarns for a couple projects since I decided to kind of change things up for a couple of people. And then I had one or two colors that I was missing in my rainbow of collection for somehow, so I had to get a couple of things from there. And then I got a tiny little tree that I was able to kind of put up, and I got my one nutcracker for the year. But if you watch my Vlogmas, I'll put it all up there. That's the link to my playlist of Vlogmas, but day 3 I think is when I go over more of what I purchased. But I'm super happy to at least have a little tiny tree up right now to give me that Christmas ambiance feel. But yeah, so a lot of things done this weekend, and I feel good about what was going on, what I got accomplished this weekend, but I probably should have focused more on Christmas presents, but that is okay. I will make do, and if I have to do IOUs for people, and I'll do it. Even though I don't like to do it, I will do it. So let's just kind of get into it. So I have read 2 books this weekend to update you on really quick. These are ones that I read for Vlogmas, so I'm just gonna kind of touch on the basics for these. So check out my Vlogmas clips if you want to see a more in-depth review. So Saturday I read Festive Fever by Hallie Bennett, and I gave this 3.5 stars. How quickly I forget when it was yesterday when I'm filming this. I did this. I downloaded my little information. Yeah, 3.5 stars. This is the first book in her Christmas and Curves series. I know the other 2 books in this series are available on KU. I got this book for free a few months ago, but I'm thinking if it's not free still, it should also be available on KU. Just don't quote me on it. And this was very much Quick Tropes, Hallmarky related. The hero is basically Hallmark movie actor, and his heroine is a volunteer at MaryCon, which is a Hallmark Lifetime made-for-TV romance movie convention, and she's his assigned volunteer to kind of help him out during the convention, and it's their romance, and it was cute. I used this for Winter's Kiss for the prompt cursive or script lettering on the cover. And then I started Saturday and finished today Android Blue Christmas by Tracy Lauren. This is the second book in her Android series, and I give this one 4.5 stars. I enjoyed this. This is a sci-fi holiday romance, and it is definitely in continuation of the Android series. So while you may not necessarily have to read the first book, I feel like you kind of understand more what's going on with the world if you read the first book. But I enjoyed this one a lot as well, and we get our typical sci-fi tropes. He's an alien and he's an android, and they kind of feel this magnetic pull to each other. She is 2,000 years in the future, and there's no language barrier for this one, but it was like the perfect mashup of holiday and sci-fi romance. So I said this one, and I gave this one 4.5 stars. And then the Winter's Kiss prompt I used for this one was 2 people on the cover. So quick run fire down of those. But like I said, check out my Vlogmas stuff for that. Now, this has been sitting in our mailbox and I have not gotten to it yet, but I got my fortune cookie soap of November, even though it is now December. So I figured I'd do it. I know that the theme is Nutcracker Dreams, so here's this, and everything in the collection went live on Friday, so December 2nd, and I'm sure at some point in a week or so they'll do a restock, but I'm excited for this one. Usually they ship these out around the 12th of the month. It's just been sitting in our mailbox, and I just hadn't been able to connect with my brother or his girlfriend to borrow the keys to go check the mail myself, and things have been kind of crazy and slightly tension-filled. But so this is one of the quarterly ones. So instead of 4, we have, I think, 6 different scents. Yeah, we have 6 different scents. So Fortune Cookie Soap, if you do not know, is a Bath and Body Works store, I guess, and they are small crafted, handcrafted small batch company out of Oklahoma. The subscription box, the price actually just went up. I still pay, because I'm grandfathered in, the $16.95, but I think it went up to like $19.95, shipping included. And then when it ships, they also send out a $10 off of $25 coupon code and that's good for a month. So you can use it for the extended collection launch or whatever other mini collections that they might release out the month. But it's a good way to kind of test all of the scents that they have for that month's collection, and they usually send a good variety of types of products. So also, they usually come in a really cute matching tissue paper, and then they also have 4 stickers, and you can buy the sticker pack when it comes through, when the collection goes live, or you get one random one in whatever purchase you make for that month. So this one is Winter Kisses and Snowflake Wishes. Super cute. I definitely, because this is Nutcracker inspired, I definitely want to check out the other stickers, and I'll probably end up getting the sticker pack. And that's like $3.99, I think. So it's like $1 a sticker, and you get all 4. Okay, so let's try to do this quickly. Like I said, there are 6 scents in this one, so we've got a lot going on. So they jam a lot into this little box. So let's just kind of go through this. So first off, Land of Sweets Reconstructive Conditioner. I've had their conditioners before. I love their deep conditioners. That's pretty much all that I use. And then I also have some of their leave-in conditioners, and I've had their normal hair conditioners before, but this is the first I think I've seen of a reconstructive conditioner. Land of Sweets. It definitely smells sweet, but I feel like there's more muskiness or slightly florals, I feel like floral or woodsy or something that gives it a more perfumey scent to me. Okay, so let's see what it says. Everywhere you look is surrounded with sugar and sweets. Delicious vanilla and marshmallow blend with a creamy sandalwood and magnolia blossoms, while a touch of juicy berry notes help create the fantasy world that you'll never forget. You know, this is definitely, I just smell the sandalwood and magnolia blossoms. It doesn't smell bad, but that's not typically a scent that I would go for my hair. But yeah, I'm interested to try this to see what their formula is like. It doesn't really say, it just says after shampooing, work through clean, damp hair and rinse. So it doesn't say anything particular about how reconstructive it is, but I'm interested to try the formula. So I'm glad that I got that, but I would think I would prefer that more as like a not a shampoo, like a perfume oil scent, I feel like. I'm going to give that scent, I don't know, like 3.5 out of 5 maybe. It's not a bad one, but I don't know if I'd particularly go out of my way to buy it by itself. Okay, so next we have Body Frosting Sugar Plum Fairy. If it wants to. And their body frostings are really nice, and they melt. So they only sell these in the winter, and they melt super quickly. But they leave an oily, for me, they leave an oily film, and so they take a lot longer to soak into my skin. But if you have really, really dry skin, like my boss, she jokes that she's like a lizard, and the body frosting works really well for her. What I like to do with the body frosting is put it like on my feet or on my heels or anywhere I have like calluses or something, and then put on fuzzy socks and then like sleep with those on, and I feel like it does. See, you can tell it's like melting on my skin here. But this, oh my gosh, yeah, this smells like sugar plum. It does. Like what you would think sugar plum smells like, that's what that smells like. So let me just, but as you can see, it's like it melts in right away. Like I don't have any chunks. It's just that good oily. I'm drier than I thought. That's soaked in pretty quickly, actually. But this is when I use body frosting, I definitely use it at night, where I can let it really soak in. And I always try to, if I put it on like right before bed, if I'm not going to read in bed. Because it does make my hands slightly oily and shiny, but oh yeah, I love that. I love that a lot. That is a 5 out of 5 scent. That is amazing. I love that. Get all nestled and snug in your bed while visions of savory sweet plums, warm spice, and bubbly prosecco gracefully dance in your head. Sugar Plum Fairy. That is a winter scent for sure. Okay, 5 out of 5 on that one. And then this is in a little baggie here. It's in a little organza bag. So let us see. Oh, Grandest Christmas Tree Secret Stash Potpourri. They've done one potpourri before, And this is a newer product that, or at least I've tried one potpourri from them before. And this is a newer product that they've been doing. So take potpourri out of the sealed bag, place into the organza bag, stash it in your car, closet, locker, or anywhere that needs freshened up. Okay, so grandest Christmas tree. I'm gonna try to get this away from... Oh, yeah, that is certainly the fir pine tree scented, but there's like a touch of sweetness in it. I like that one. I like that one a lot. That's a really nice blend. It's not too overpowering. And it's definitely, it gives me more just winter and not Christmas. But I also love pine tree candles, but ooh, that is really good. Okay, I'm gonna put this back up. That is really nice. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna put it back in the bag here. To kind of help save its freshness. I like that one a lot. So let's see what they say it is. As you fall asleep and begin to dream, this magical scent will bring everything to life with sweet Honeycrisp apples, lemon zest, ripe pineapple, pecans smothered in maple syrup, blended perfectly with soft sandalwood, warm amber, and musk. I don't know if I quite got all of those notes. I feel like the Honeycrisp apples and the pineapple and the lemon just kind of blended to something slightly sweet, but maybe once it's like in the organza bag and allowed to like mellow, those will come out. But I am a fan of that scent for sure. I'm not a big potpourri user, but I'm tempted to get some potpourri now, a bigger bag. So we will do their namesake scents. So this is Dancing Snowflakes, and this will be the Fortune Cookie Soap. Try to peel this off here without ruining anything. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's just a little white fortune cookie with some glitters, snowflake glitters on it. That's super pretty. And there is usually a little fortune inside. It usually has just like a cute little saying, but oh, I've smelled something similar to this before. It has a touch of sweetness, but this is kind of like musky, sandalwoody again. Try not to smell whatever else is on my hand too. Interesting. Maybe something nutty a little bit too. I like that, whatever it is. I'm not doing as well pulling out scent notes with this collection. So, Dancing Snowflake. As you take a stroll through the enchanted forest, sparkling snowflakes playfully whirl around cozy sweet vanilla. Okay, that's what I was getting. Vanilla, tart raspberry, and light woodsy notes. Yeah, that is a very light, that's a good hand soap. It's a very light scent, but it has enough scent that you can tell, like, after you wash your hands, like, you smell like a good smelling soap, but it's not, like, overpowering, I feel like. So that's a good soap scent. I would be interested in getting that in, like, if they had it in, like, a foaming. I haven't even looked at what scents came in what products because I hadn't gotten my box yet. But I will probably look at tomorrow. So we've got our 5th product in the box, Mouse King. Oh, I would probably give Dancing Snowflakes 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5 out of 5. So Mouse King, this is OCD hand sanitizer. Now, it might sound weird that they call it OCD hand sanitizer, but they actually donate all of the proceeds to any hand sanitizer they sell to an OCD research thing, or they donate proceeds to some sort of charity relating to OCD things. So that is why they call it that. And that's funny. The description on this, the to use, is for the potpourri. Okay, so let's see. So for this one, with their hand sanitizers, it always smells like alcohol to me, so I actually have to put it into my skin. But we'll see how it goes with the plum stuff. But it is this really pretty light gray that just smells like alcohol to me. But I love their hand sanitizer. It has a lot of, they have some aloe, I think, hand sanitizers as well. But, ooh. Oh, that's interesting. That one's a little more like what you would think of a more of a perfumey smell for sure. I was just getting wafts of smell here. That's not bad for a hand sanitizer at all. It's definitely a little more like a florally musky scent than I typically go for, like a lotion or something that you put on your hands, but I am a big fan. Like, my palms feel super soft now. I feel like their hand sanitizers are very softening as well, and they also have some hydrating components in it instead of, I will use no other hand sanitizer outside of their hand sanitizers. I am a big fan of them. That is interesting. I feel like I'm getting more sandalwood, more of those musky kinds of smells. Maybe a little bit of floral. That's where the perfumey scent is. But I'm getting something that's like slightly spicy too. Like, not cinnamon or nutmeg or something you would expect, but something just slightly spicy. But let's see. So Mouse King. This scent is no match for the Nutcracker and his toy soldiers, with soft bergamot, that's the spice I was getting, violets, sandalwood, vetiver, and hints of vanilla and patchouli. Yeah, I feel like I got those top notes all pretty spot on, surprisingly. So the final thing that we have in here is a pedicure soak satin slipper. So this is an Epsom salt mix. Add 1 to 2 scoops. Place feet into soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Dry and moisturize feet after. So satin slipper, pedicure soak. And it looks like it has a couple different kinds of salt, shea butter, fragrance, and a little bit of mica. Okay, so let us see what this one is. I love this like pale pink color. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I would definitely buy a bigger bag of this. I don't get Epsom salt too much, but this smells good. This one definitely has some fruity floral notes. Fruity and floral notes. I feel like maybe some like peach, but it's not just peach. I feel like there's something else mixed into with it, but I like that a lot. I'm going to give that one 4 out of 5. Not bad. This is a really good scent collection, but usually I'm a big fan of their holiday this time of year scent collections because I like a lot more of the like fruity, spicy scents. So save your Nutcracker prints with this fruity floral fragrance. Tangy pomegranate, apple blossoms, and peach blend with lang lang and soothing chamomile and green aloe vera notes that will conquer the Mouse King. The battle is won. I really like that. I definitely want to see if they have a larger sized bag of that pedicure soak to get that, because I I usually, when I do an Epsom salt bath, I usually am like, does anybody have any Epsom salt? And then I just get enough for that one because they come in such large bags, but maybe I'll cave and I'll get some of their Epsom salt. Okay. So yeah, I really like that. So that's a 4 out of 5. This one was a 4.5 out of 5. This one I'm going to give, I think, a 4 out of 5 again. This one was the one that I'm not as keen on. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5 for that one. Or 3 or 3.5 out of 5. This is our one, like, full-blown winner. The Sugar Plum Fairy, 5 out of 5 for sure on that one. I should have taken a better look on how this was in here. And then the Potpourri, which I might up to a 4.5 out of 5, but I definitely was a fan of the Potpourri as well. Alright. I got everything fitted back in the box. And then I like to take these to work and let my boss smell them as well. Yeah, so that is definitely a winner collection. I will set that there for now. Alright, so the only other thing that I have to kind of start this week is we will do the quest calendar. So if this is my first weekly vlog that you've been watching throughout 2022, we've been playing The Gates of Terralon. This is a daily quest calendar, and it is a game that you play based off of D20 based role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, that kind of thing. Throughout the year, we were tasked to travel to different worlds and collect shards from the gate to the demon world. And we have collected all the shards, so we are now currently in the demon world trying to get to the temple where the demon world gate is, to reassemble the gate to keep the universe basically from imploding. So we are almost to the end, which is crazy. So usually I have everything all pre-set up, but I did not do that for this one. So we have been playing as Savani Moonchaser. She is monk class and her race is a feline, so she is a cat person. I know, she's a kitty person, huh? Yeah, just like you. Well, you're not a kitty person, but you are a feline. She's meowing at me. I know. Okay, so before we get doing our quest calendar, I'll give you a brief rundown. So this is where we ended on Friday. So anything with the script typed font is story that we will read out. If there's any mechanics of what we're doing for that day, it will be in a box with like a block style font. But this page was specifically a combat. So if it's a combat page, we have a table that kind of tells us either how many creatures, how many rounds, and the types of rules that we are making. But everything we need to do the page is on the back of the previous day's page. So let's get into it. Let's see. We were on our way to the temple in the demon world. Of course, it's a long one. So we are at the demonic temple. So this is a map. And so we will start at the S and we will explore the rooms, however many we want, until we reach the star. So I'm going to do one room. So we'll have the start, we'll explore room 1, then we'll go to the left, do room 2, up to room 5, and then we'll come back, do room 3, room 4, and then to the star. Is what I am thinking we'll do, but let's read the description and then see if that changes. You have made it to the temple where you can restore the demon gate. It is obvious the place has been destroyed in some sort of attack. There is rubble everywhere, but the building still stands. Alrighty, navigate the temple like a maze. Begin at the S for start and make your way to the end. Label with a star. Resolve each room you visit before choosing your next. Alrighty. So I'm going to get my dice out here just in case we have to make a roll, and I have been using the set that came with the game, which is like a tiny little mini set in this turquoisey color. Oh my gosh. Well, I just dropped that die and it landed on the table, but I don't see where it went. It's somewhere on my table. Okay, well, that was fun. Hopefully I won't need that one. Okay, so let's just get to it since this is a longer one. Room number 1. The entryway to the temple is adorned with gruesome and disgusting statues featuring dwarves, elves, and humans with their flesh torn from them, revealing demons underneath. They are so detailed and lifelike that you wonder if they were ever alive. They are hauntingly beautiful and yet sickening to behold. Okay, great. Alrighty, so on to room number 2. This room appears to contain a sacrificial altar. It smells disgusting and of rotted flesh. A demon is at the altar holding down a smaller creature. The demon has a dagger raised and is uttering a prayer in a guttural language you do not comprehend. As you enter, the demon stops and turns to you. It gets angry that you interrupted the ritual and attacks. Okay, so we are doing combat. So we will roll our attack roll, and we have a plus 12 to our d20s, and that is a 13, so 25 to hit. And we needed an 18 or more to hit the demon, so now we will roll damage. And our damage is 3d10 plus 5. And the little die I dropped is a d10. But I have my percentile, so we'll just roll the percentile 3 times. Oh my goodness. Of course. Alright, so 10, 18, 22 plus 5. So 27 damage. And we needed 16 or more to kill the demon. So the demon dies. So then we are going to explore room number 5. Once you open the door to this room, you are hit by a horrid stench. A pile of disgusting goo lies on the floor underneath a fallen stone pillar. There are tufts of fur and broken bone in the pile. Dozens of flies circle about, feasting on the carrion of a corpse that got crushed beneath the pillar. Okay, so we need to make a constitution roll. And our constitution is a plus 1. Oh, really? You're a cheese poof. So that is a 13, so that makes it 14. If the result is between 7 and 14, the smell gets to you and you retch. Reduce your health by 1. Okay, alrighty. I will get my little pencil here. Whoa. Make a note that we took a damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, then we will backtrack to room number 3. This room is a dark library filled with ancient tomes. Books are scattered everywhere. Many of them have been burned or otherwise ruined. Perhaps you will get some time to peruse through here and find some ancient knowledge once your mission is complete. Interesting. And then our final room is room number 4. You enter a long chamber for the dead. The place appears defiled. Rubble from an explosion of some sort has scattered into this room and disturbed the dead. Search the room. So intellect roll, reminder, investigator. We do not have investigator, and our intellect is a 0. So whatever we roll. And that is a 16 on the die. Nice. If the result is 15 or more, you find a healing potion and an onyx key among the dead. Cool. And I believe that healing potion, how much does that heal? Let me check my inventory. That restores 2d4 health. And we have 4 damage. Usually I wait till 5 or 6 damage to take a potion. Might as well. We'll just use the potion right now since we're not in any sort of situation. So I will, where's my little D4? There's my little tiny D4, or a caltrop. Alright, so that is 3 and 2. So perfect. So we have no damage now. And we used our little health potion, and we now have an onyx key. So cool. Alrighty, another long opening clip, but I had a lot to talk to you about today, which I know normally happens. I don't know why, but the first clip of the week is always super long, I feel like, especially the last like month or so. But alright, I will stop blabbering at you. That is all I have for today, and I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you have a good Monday. Happy Monday. I don't have too much to update you about today, so it'll be a super quick update, but I did start and finish today's novella for Vlogmas, and that was The Christmas Dragon's Mate by Zoe Chant. Just a quick touch base on it. This is the first book in her Christmas Valley Shifters series, or maybe it's just the Christmas Valley series. I gave it 3 stars. This is a paranormal holiday romance. The heroine is a human, and the hero is a ice dragon shifter. It's about 120 pages, and it is available on KU. But like I said, I gave it 3 stars. As for Winter's Kiss, I was able to use this to apply to the prompt white lettering on the cover, since mate is in white. So that was my quick little blurb about that. Like I've mentioned before, definitely check out my Vlogmas videos to learn more about these holiday novellas that I'm reading. And let's just get into the quest calendar. So we're going to try to make up for yesterday's super long clip. So yesterday we went through the demonic temple and ended up kind of where the gate used to be. So let's see. Ooh. Looks like we've got some weird spider demon type thing here. That is super creepy. Alrighty, you find the portal room for the Terralon Gate is utterly destroyed. You see the dead guardian up against the wall. You are grateful you never had to engage that terror in combat. Okay, so it's dead. Now the moment your mission comes to a close, and you can finally restore the realms. Your spell calls for some preparation before you can begin. So number 1, prepare the spell area. So Wisdom, Reminder, Arcane, Adept. 2, handling the gate shards. Wisdom, Reminder, Danger Sense. I believe that's going to be to avoid becoming cursed just from being in contact with these shards. And then 3, rehearse the spell before beginning, which is Intellect, Reminder, Student. So we've got 3 important roles here coming up. And so let me switch over here and get my D20. Okay, so prepare the spell area. You need to clean up the area and draw out the necessary arcane symbols across the floor. You then need to place the gate shards within the correct spots in the circle. So our wisdom is a +4, and one of our followers does have arcane adept, so that gives us a +2. So a +6 to our D20 roll, and 15, so 21. Okay, if the result is 15 or more, you take ample time and care to clean and place everything in place. You consult your notes and draw all glyphs perfectly. Gain a +2 bonus to all rolls tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, so then number 2, handling the gate shards. Okay, as you are handling the gate shard pieces, you need to be cautious with their dangerous magic. So our wisdom is once again a +4, and we do have danger sense, which gives us a +2, so a total of +6. Okay, What is our mage also give us? Oh, she has danger sense. That's her other one. So we have another +2 for danger sense. So total of +4 for that one. Cool. So that's our 4 plus the 2 plus the 2. So +8, and I rolled a 17. So we are at 25 for this one. Okay, if the result is 16 or more, the familiar sense of dread fills your head. As you approach the shards, you avoid letting the magic affect you. So yeah, that is the one that we have done before. And then our final step for today. Once you begin, you can't stop until it is over. It is best to look over the spell once more to be sure you perform it correctly. So this is rehearsing the spell. So intellect, reminder student. And this is just a flat d20 roll because our intellect is 0 and we are not a student. So that is the 12. Okay, let's see. Okay, if the result is between 8 and 14, reviewing this helps. You are sure you are ready. Okay, so we didn't quite get the +2 bonus to all rolls tomorrow. I feel like we could take a potion or something to potentially give us a bump to make that, but we already got a +2 from the first one, so I think I'm just gonna leave it, and maybe we'll regret our decisions tomorrow, but I'm gonna leave it. We at least got one of the +2 options. So, and we did not become cursed. But yeah, super duper quick update today. And that is all I have. I will not tell you what I'm reading yet until I am done, but I am 70-something% through the novella that I'm going to talk about for tomorrow's Vlogmas, and I'm really enjoying it so far. That's kind of why I got so far through it. So yeah, that's all I have. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello, happy Tuesday. I do have some updates to do. What? She has been yelling at me and meowing at me during my Vlogmas clip, and now she is not stopping. Can I help you? She says, I want all of your attention, huh? See, I want all of mommy's attention. Oh, really? You're gonna grunt at me? Hi. Isn't this what you wanted? She's got her little paws crossed. It's super cute. But anyway, so yeah, your teeth move. Book updates. I read Mistletoe Mobster yesterday by Cassie Mint. This is the first book in her Very Merry Mob series. I've read this for Vlogmas. I give this 4 stars. I liked it. We've got a bookish virgin heroine. She owns, her aunt owns a bookshop that she's taking care of. And we have somewhere in the upper mid tier of a mafia situation dude. So he's not like a capo or right hand man, but he's higher up in the hierarchy, but he's not like he has some power, but I wouldn't say he's like powerful in the mob, you know. When they have the meeting of the heads of people, he sits at the end of the table, like end of the conference table, if that kind of helps the situation. But yeah, I like this. 4 stars. For Winter's Kiss, I use this for bookish main character. And then Cassie Mint is a new to me author, so this worked perfectly for my Yahtzee roll, which is for the Yahtzee reading challenge hosted by the Romance Readers Reading Challenges group on Goodreads. And the Yahtzee roll I rolled for the month of December was Chance, which is a new to you author. So this is applying for that as well. So I'm done for my Yahtzee stuff for the month. But yeah, so there's my quick thing. Like I've mentioned earlier, this clip, definitely check out my Vlogmas videos if you want to see me go into depth about this book. Then I did get a couple packages today. So I got a couple of these are Christmas presents that I ordered. But I finally got my copy of The Reluctant Countess by Eloisa James. This came out at the end of November and it finally showed up today. This is the second book in her new series. I don't know. Would Be Wallflowers. I still haven't read the first book in this one, but Eloisa James is one of the authors that I auto buy from and I pre-order from. So even though, well, actually, I think I technically purchased this before the HarperCollins union strike. Because technically I pre-ordered this and it was charged and set in November. And I think the strike started in December, but maybe it was the end of November. But I'm trying not to buy any Avon books because that's really the only imprint of HarperCollins that I buy from. So I got this. That's exciting. And then before I get to the big package, I have showed it to you before on some of my other vlogs. I have a tarot deck that is based off of the Golden Age of Romance comics. So Golden Age of Comics, but all the romance editions. And this is by Bobby's Tarot deck. So here is his card. I get most of his decks via Kickstarter, so I'll link his Etsy shop down below. But he did, I don't know, he reworked the art for him, and then he released it, and then he did a Kickstarter for it in normal sized and poker card size, but I got the normal size. I prefer that. But so the back is different. The previous one was pink, and I think it only had the hearts in one section and not like in one spot and not both. I can't remember 100%. And then the way that the front of the cards were is all of the artwork is mostly the same. I believe he said he did tweak some of it a little bit, but with the name of the cards like Hierophant, Fool, Six of Cups, whatever the name of the card was, it was all, I can't remember if it was on the top or the bottom, but it was like in the little art banners and it said the name, but he changed the name of the cards to now match whatever comic book the artwork is from. So the Fool, instead of just having the artwork and then the banner at the top that says The Fool, it now is worked into the actual artwork of the cards. So I might be rehoming my other deck. So if you're interested, let me know. But so like this is the Magician. So he made the fonts match the original comics, which is super cool. And yep, it does look like a lot of these are the same pictures. So like here's the lovers. Let me see. Oh, yep. And here's Wheel of Fortune. So like, so I knew, ooh, look at this one. It even has a lot of these also have taglines now. I knew he was mine. Strength. Let's see. What's another fun one here? Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So here's the King of Cups. I just love that it makes it feel more, oh yeah, like this one. Nine of Cups. It completely blends in with the normal artwork, and I enjoy that. So I don't know, like, I like the other deck. I loved the other deck. It's one of my favorite decks, but this is just so cool that he made it fit the artwork. And I mean, some of the fonts are the same between cards, but that's because the comics are either from the same comic series or from the same publishers, so it makes sense to have them be together. So like, here's the sun. I don't know. When I saw it, I debated if I wanted to do it or not, and then I pulled up some pictures of the older style, and I was like, yeah, no, I can tell a difference. And now that I'm seeing it in person, I'm even more excited that I got this version of the deck. So I am very, very happy. Like I said, I will link his Etsy shop down below. I have a couple of his other deck. He has quite a few different comics ones, and he does a lot of ones from ancient and old artwork, like old war posters. And I have a art book, and then a color art book one that I've gotten from him. I've also gotten traditional ancient Japanese artwork tarot deck from him. So he does a lot of older artwork and comic book stuff, and so it's super, I enjoy his decks for sure. And most of them either come in like a little burlap sack or in one of these clear or window white boxes, which if I really wanted to, I could decorate these boxes with like stickers or something fun, but so far I haven't gotten around to doing that. But they are kind of a tight fit though, so I always have to make sure I put, fool's not going in, there we go. Okay, so that was a fun little package that I got today. So yep, there we go. And then I entered a giveaway in Minerva Spencer's newsletter. She's done actually quite a few, I feel like, the past couple months lately, and I won one of them. So the package came today, and I'm super excited to open it with you. I did not go back in my emails to see which one. Well, I entered in most of them, but I didn't go back to see which one I won. So I'm very excited. So this is my box from Minerva Spencer. I've read one or two of her books, and I know that some of them have gotten super popular lately. So it looks like, oh, we get a Wuthering Heights postcard, and she wrote me a little thing here. So aw, so sweet. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. So it looks like maybe it wasn't included in the picture before, but she says she included a tumbler I received from the publisher just because, LOL. And the blingy pen is my recent obsession. Okay, so we're just going to, we got some cute orange tissue paper. Okay, so here is the sparkle pen she was talking about. Whoop! There's a hole in the bottom of the bag. Oh, interesting. It's got like beads on it and like a crown. But it is super sparkly. And it is a twist pen. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's a nice black ink. It's the perfect width for the way that I hold my pen. And the weight doesn't feel like I can tell that it's more weighted, but I feel like it helps it weigh better into like I don't know, the crook of my thumb here. Like it sits just perfectly in there. And I bet I like to go like this. Ooh, yep, that feels nice. Okay, we'll move on. So we'll take this out. Okay, here is the tumbler. This says Heartbreaker Not Broken. The Hotel Nantucket. I don't recognize that, but it's a double wall, it looks like. Okay, and it is not a screw, it's a push down. And it is blue on the inside and clear on the outside, so that's fun. Always love tumblers and cups and mugs. And then, oh my gosh, there's another pen. Oh, maybe they were both together and this one fell out because there was a hole in the bottom of the bag. But this one is super sparkly. So this one definitely is a lot lighter and has a different, it's definitely different, but it has a fun click. This one is a silent and this one clicks. That's fun. Those are super pretty. I love the sparkle. Okay, so tissue paper, tissue paper, tissue paper. All right, we'll save the books for last. And then there's the package. Oh my gosh! It's a mug for her new book, The Boxing Baroness. And it's got the book cover on it. That's a good size mug. Oh my gosh. So fun. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my goodness. I have not read this yet, but I'm super intrigued to read it. And I've already seen some stuff about the second book in this series, and I am very intrigued. So, books, then, little piece of plastic here. So, there are 4 books in here. Holy moly. Holy goodness. So, Barbarous by Minerva Spencer. I can take this off my freaking wish list. I really want to read this series. This is the series I feel like that had blown up recently. I think this is the second book though. Yep, Dangerous is the first one. So, oh my gosh, look at it. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. Oh, and it's signed. How fun. And it's dedicated to her mom, but oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Now I have to have the first book. I wanted it anyway. And then we have one of her S.M. LaViolette books. So this is book 2 in the Masquerade series, The Position. I don't know much. I know Jen from the Book Refuge really likes her S.M. LaViolette stuff. But that's cute. It's got a horse on the cover. And it's book 2. And this one's also signed. So I can't tell. It doesn't say, or maybe it says in the front here. So this is Postilion. Okay, this is the Postilion. My brain just said position. Because I didn't actually read it. I just glanced at it. So the first book is The Footman. And then apparently there's a third book called The Bastard. So I like to read in order, so I'll have to pick up The Footman first. And then, oh my gosh. We have Infamous by Minerva Spencer. And I love these covers. These are super fun. And, oh, there's a chicken inside of this one. So This is a part of her Rebels of the Ton series. So there's Notorious and Outrageous. So I guess this is the third book. And if I remember correctly, this series is like the future generations or connected or to this series, if I remember correctly. So that's super exciting. So, and then this one should also be signed. Yep. It says, I hope you enjoy my double romance. Ooh, this one might have a double romance. This chicken is, oh my god, it cracks me up. Oh my gosh. And then it's got her information on the background. And then the last book that came in here was Phoebe, and this is the Bellamy Sisters book 1, but it's the same kind of style, except it's all super shiny. So this is book 1. Oh, and there's a bookmark in here. A Portrait of Love, the Academy of Love book 2 by Minerva Spencer, writing as S.M. LaViolette. So that's pretty. And then the back looks like it's her dress, and then going up to like a manor type thing. So that's fun. A bookmark. And then this one is also signed as well. Phoebe. So Phoebe is the first book in the Bellamy Sisters. So I have to figure out if this is connected, because it has a similar artwork to the other one. So I'll have to figure out how they're connected. But this is a wonderful surprise, and I can't believe that I won this giveaway by Minerva Spencer. So I don't think you're probably watching this, but if you are, thank you so much. I love them. I will send you a thank you message as well. I got new books, guys, and I didn't have to buy them. Isn't that the best? Plus, swag. I like never get any swag unless I buy it myself, but even then, I never have found cool swag like mugs. It's usually like just bookmarks and stickers and art prints and stuff. Not that I don't love those, but oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now. And part of me is like, okay, thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. But we still have the quest calendar to do. But my mind is just like, oh my god, my pretty books. And I love that I got some of her like more indie, or I guess that's Kensington. So who publishes this one? I can't tell. CSP. So this one looks like it's either a small publisher or like her own publishing person. Crooked Sixpence, and then a Zebra book and a Kensington book. Wow. Oh my gosh. I love Infamous's spine too. Isn't that pretty? And the only thing is this one's all shiny, but I love Infamous. I think that is just so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'll have to remove some of those from my wish list / my to buy list, so I do not get copy or extras, because I think I'll just do one of, I'll just keep those ones. And I say that because I have 2 of each copy of books that I have signed by Juliet Cross. I have my signed copy of Stay a Spell, and I have my to read copy of Stay a Spell. I don't have all of them signed yet, but that's why I made that distinction, not that all of you would know that. So let's do the quest calendar, because this is turning out to be a longer update than I expected. So yesterday we did all of our prep to work to kind of set up the spell to reassemble the gate. So, and we do get a +2 from yesterday's events. So let me very quickly pull out my dice. Okay, so, okay, looks like we are going to be working the spell today. You begin casting the spell. Magical energy accumulates around you as the gate begins to repair itself with great effort. You were warned of the spell's likely consumption of your power as the gate heals. You just need to concentrate until it is complete. Finish casting the spell. Roll a d20 plus Constitution, Reminder, Arcane, Adept. So our Constitution is a +1. No, it's not. No, yes, it is. It's a +1. Our follower has Arcane Adept, which gives us a +2, so that's +3. Plus we get the +2 bonus from yesterday, which makes it a +5 to whatever we roll. Now, let's see if there's more information here. You will need 5 successes to finish casting the spell. If you do not have 5, continue re-rolling and resolve each result. The number of successes cannot be less than 0. Okay, so we've got 4 different spreads here depending on what we roll, so let's just get to it. So roll number 1 is a 12, so we are at 17. You concentrate and strengthen the spell. Gain 1 success, and that was between 13 and 17. So we've got 1, and that is the 13 plus 5, so 18. So this will be the highest here if the result is 18 or more. You concentrate and strengthen the spell with a great surge of energy. Gain 2 successes. Okay, so we are at 3 out of 5. And then our next roll, another 13. So that's 18 once again. So the same thing, gain 2 successes. We hit our 5. Super easy. Perfect. Once you have 5 successes, the spell finishes, the gate is restored, and your mission is complete. That's exciting. However, there's got to be more because we still have the rest of the month to play the quest calendar. And I'm guessing that things are happening till the last day. Yeah, I'm seeing, I just kind of very lightly peeked and I see like stuff of text. So there is still going to be things happening. So what's going to happen next? Okay, I don't know, but I'm going to stop blabbering at you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy Tuesday? Tuesday? What is today? No, it's Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Where did this week go? So, it is about 11 o'clock at night. The Avalanche played late. I got out of the shower not too long ago. So, I'm just going to try to quickly touch base on things here. I will say, for some crazy reason, my Barnes & Noble pre-order for What You Gonna Do came today. So this came out yesterday, December 6th. I'm very excited. I am a fan of Avery Flynn's stuff, and I'm very excited to read a paranormal. I don't know if she's written paranormal before, but this will be my first time reading one of her paranormals. Isn't it so pretty? And the sides give me Stay a Spell vibes, but I'm very excited. And this is now has since been titled, since I first pre-ordered this month ago, this is now considered the first book in her Witchington series. So before I didn't realize it was going to be a new series. I thought it was just going to be a one-off. So I'm very excited to read this. I don't know if I'll get to it this month, but I'm very, very excited for this. Plus it's super cute and I love the little tarot cards on here. I love it. So outside of that, today I have read a few novellas for Vlogmas, but I'm going to kind of parse them out to make them so I can only do one. So I'm only going to do one a day for Vlogmas. But let me go through what I read very quickly. I have them pulled up on my computer behind me because I did not get my notes done in time. So the first one I read was for today's Vlogmas was Silent Night by Cassie Mint. This is the second book in her Very Merry Mob series, which was yesterday's Vlogmas. and I gave this one 3.5 stars. This is an age gap. He is the mob doctor, and this is the mob boss's little sister, and they are forced proximity to a safe house together, and there has been mutual pining, and he kind of rejected her when she tried to kiss him when she was 18. So, and he is more than a decade older than her, but there's no like explicit said. It just says he's more than a decade older than her. So that's kind of how it was. I enjoyed it. I liked the first one more, I think. So that's why I gave this one 3.5 stars mostly. And now there's a third and fourth book in this series that are both supposed to come out in this month. The third book is supposed to come out on the 8th, I think, and the fourth book 22nd, closer to Christmas. And so I'm very excited for those. And I'll probably be picking up the other two books in the series this month when they come out. So that's super fun. For Winter's Kiss, I used this book for 2022 release. Then, because I was reading these during the Avalanche game, which they lost 4-0 to the Bruins, and I'm not surprised with how many injuries, and they had moments where they were playing well, but our team is just so young right now, and it's just ridiculous how many people are injured. It is psychotic. But so I mostly read. I did not plan to read this much during the game and was going to work on other things, but I just ended up reading. But that's okay, because I can get ahead of my novellas for Vlogmas, and then I will have more time to, because I have book club books coming up here soon. So the next book I picked up was Second Bite by S.J. Tilley. This is called the first book in the Bite series I saw, but this is the only one that's come out, and this was released, it was released this year in 2022. Okay, so never mind. Maybe there will be more coming, but this was super cute. This is basically, think, Great British Bake Off mixed with like the Christmas baking competitions that Food Network has. It was super cute. Definitely insta love on one side, but this is a romance between the heroine, and I'm blanking on her name, Alice, and she is on this baking competition, but she has been a fan of one of the judges, Michael, who based on the author's note or dedication or whatever, seems like he was heavily inspired by Paul Hollywood. So this also has an age gap of like 15 years. She's 30, he's 45, but when they're at this age, it doesn't really feel as much of an age gap, but there is technically a 15-year age gap here. But she has had a crush on him. She's like pretty much in love with him, at least his celebrity persona. She watches all the behind the scenes stuff about him. She keeps all his articles and keeps up with the charities that he supports and all these things. But so her cousins sign her up for this baking show. It's called Second Bite, and it's a Christmas present, and she gets accepted to the show, and she's such a nervous wreck in front of him. She gets like so shaky and nervous, and she's like, she keeps doing like little embarrassing things, and I don't know. I thought she was super cute, and I could totally see myself being like a complete wreck. And so I was like, I don't know how she ended up baking anything, but it was super cute. And so she's been in love with him forever, celebrity crush wise, and it's insta love on his side. And he, they kind of frown upon fraternization between the judges and the contestants while the competition is happening. So once it's over, then they can all hang out and because they're all staying in like the same hotel, so then they can take meals together and hang out. And he breaks the rules a little bit and she ends up with a mishap, and he says some cruel things, and then she cries. And it was super cute. It was really steamy. Like, the way that S.J. Tilly wrote this, it, like, you could feel the tension between them. And even though it was quick, and the epilogue was a little overdone with them, like, because he's like, as soon as I can find a ring that you like, we're gonna get engaged, and I want to be married before New Year's. And she's just like, okay. So that, like, that portion of the epilogue, I was like, yeah, okay, it is kind of silly, but just the fact that he's completely obsessed and infatuated with her felt normal, I guess, because I know that that does happen for some people. It's just, I don't need the epilogue where in like a week or so they're getting married. That just, for short novellas like these, it's a little unnecessary. But I enjoyed this. Outside of the epilogue, I mean, I'm tempted to give this 5 stars because I liked this a lot. This one was, I think, 100 and something pages. Yeah, about 130 pages. And I read this in less than an hour. I flew through it. So I could tell that I really enjoyed it. And I mean, the epilogue makes me want to drop it down to a 4.5, but maybe I'll just leave it at a 5, round it up. But that's a common thing in novellas, so I shouldn't dock it for doing what everybody else does. Alright, I'm going to leave it at 5. By the end of the month, I may drop my personal rating down to a 4.5, but I'll at least leave it rounded up to 5 on Goodreads. But anyway, I wasn't expecting to talk about it so much, but because I haven't been able to talk about it on Vlogmas yet, that's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 8. So, I did bad already. So bad. For Winter's Kiss, I'm going to use this for Booksta Rec because this was rec'd by Esther Reeds. So, thank you, Esther. Then I ended up picking up another book by Cassie Mint, but I went rogue. This one I may or may not talk about on Vlogmas. Technically, it's a novella, and that was my goal, but I will wait to talk about it until maybe later on in the month because I do want to get I want to do all holiday related and I might throw in like a Thanksgiving one or a different holiday just for fun. I'd like to find a Hanukkah novella to throw in there, maybe even a Kwanzaa or something or another holiday, but there's just so many Christmas ones out there, and I haven't found any good novella recs, especially for Hanukkah. But anyway, so I picked up Swapped Bride. This is the first book in her Twin Swapped series. This one I feel like is under 100 pages. I feel like it's closer to like 60-70 pages, but I decided to pick this up because when I was looking at Cassie Mint's backlist, this is my trope, wrong sibling. So this is the heroine Nora. Her father deals with black market antiquities and art, and he screwed over basically the #1 dude who does this, the Fox, and his real name's Garrett. And to teach him a lesson, he knows that he really has to hit her father where it hurts. So he basically is like, you're going to let me marry your daughter Lila, or Lily, and she's kind of a socialite. She's in the press a lot. She's a burgeoning model, I think. Model, Paris Hilton type of kind of thing. And so he's like, this is your daughter that you know, show to the press, and she's the apple of your eye. And what we end up finding out is she has a twin sister, and when they were 8 years old, she was figure skating or ice skating. I don't know if it was technically figure skating or not, but somebody else on the ice fell and her face got sliced open, and so she has this horrendous scar on her face. And so she has been like, the only thing that when Fox was looking into the sister Lily, all he could find is that she had a twin sister that's deceased. And so they do a switch because Nora has been basically trapped in her father's house. He has this like little towery area where she stays, and she's basically just left to her own devices. And her sister will come and visit her, but they devise a plan to switch places so Lily won't have to end up marrying this dude, and then Nora can marry him and then try to escape and try to leave him right away, and then she can be free and like live a real life. She's also a virgin, but here it made sense because she's basically been locked into a 2-room, like a bedroom, a tiny bathroom, and like a small living space area since she's been 8 years old. So it made sense that she's never been kissed, never had a boyfriend, none of that. She's like had to learn things from videos, and like it was a really weird situation because she has a scar on her face. But yeah, this one I gave 3 stars. I did not enjoy it as much as the 2 Christmassy ones. It was very quick, and quick in a bad way. And this one is 100% insta lust, insta love. They feel this connection, and you can feel a connection, and he didn't feel this connection when he was looking at pictures of her sister. But then there was the whole, she's trying to keep the secret, but he realizes it's a secret. And I just felt like the tension of and the angst that usually comes with this type of situation just wasn't really done as good as I've read it before. So 3 stars for this one. And there I go, talking more about this book than I probably should. But I used this one for Winter's Kiss for a series of novellas, because this one is not holiday related. And then I am currently about 20% through A Holiday Lift by Corinne Michaels. This is a standalone. This was previously released in an anthology, and then when it was like released back to Corinne, she, I guess, added to it, is what the author's note said. So there's more here than what was in the anthology, and there's that. So this I'm reading for a Vlogmas thing. This one, I don't know how long this one's supposed to be. This one, it looks like it's about 105 pages. All of these, by the way, are on KU. I've read all of these today on KU. But this one is basically, it seems like a second chance. We have, I'm just going to do a quick blurb since I'm partially into it. This is Dean, and I don't remember who the heroine's name is. Holly. And they work together. He's basically her work rival, but they hooked up at some point in the past, and they are both working, and there is a snowstorm, and they get trapped in an elevator together at work. So that's the basic premise. Like I said, I'm only 20% in, which for a novella like this isn't very much. So I'm going to just kind of leave it at that. But I am reading something else that I will hopefully be able to finish tomorrow night. But yeah, so that is it for books. And this is a longer update than I was expecting, but so it goes. Let's do the quest calendar and then I can kind of get to bed. So yesterday we did the spell and we got the demon gate put back together. So today, okay, we did find an onyx key. So this is probably the chest for the onyx key. I like that purple color of the chest. Okay, with the spell complete and the Terralon gate reassembled, you see the magic restored and the portal opens. You let out a sigh of relief. It is over. A lot of the rubble is missing as the spell rebuilt everything in this room and reformed the structure of the gate. This left an exposed chest in the corner of the room. So, option A, if you have the onyx key, it unlocks this chest. So we don't have to worry about trying to lockpick or break it open. Okay, so if you have the onyx key, you place it in the lock of the chest and turn. A perfect fit. It opens with a click. So super easy today. Tomorrow we'll probably get to see what's in the chest. Hopefully it's something fun. So that's all I have for you. I will see you all tomorrow. Hello, happy Thursday. I don't have too much today. I have not gotten any reading done since I last chatted with you last night. My sister ended up coming to town today, so we went out to dinner with her to a Mexican restaurant, and she hung out till about like 10 o'clock, so it's about 10:30 now. So I was just filming my Vlogmas and figured I'd do today's clip for the weekly vlog. So not too much reading wise, but thankfully I read a bunch of novellas yesterday and I have a little bit of room to spare for the next couple days for Vlogmas. But I did forget to show you, and I haven't gotten my card put together yet, but in the crochet along that I was doing, the gingerbread blanket for, which I still need to finish. Usually in the past, they've Busy's done a sock exchange where like you get socks for somebody and then whatever little Christmas treats you want, and everybody has different price tiers, and you can choose to do international or whatever. But this year she went she changed it to do more pen pally stuff, and so a lot of people are doing like little crochet appliques or ornaments that they're sticking in their cards and sending, and I needed to get mine done for the person that I ended up getting, who's down in Texas, and she loves peacocks. So I found a peacock feather applique pattern, and I didn't make this last night. I made it the night before because I meant to show it to you yesterday, but I forgot. And so I thought, ooh, I'll make a peacock bookmark because I just made the bookmark for Crystal, and I was thinking, ooh, I'll try making some bookmarks. I myself prefer thinner bookmarks, but I thought that unicorn one was super cute, so I'm gonna try making some other bookmarks for people and see what happens there. But I was hoping to make a peacock bookmark for her, and it was made with worsted weight, and I used almost the exact same yarn. She calls for all Red Heart Super Saver yarn, but I had half Red Heart Super Saver and half Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, which is pretty much the same weight. They're pretty much equivalent for the most part. The I Love This yarn is a little bit softer and a little bit nicer quality, I feel like, than the Red Heart Super Saver, but I feel like they're both very on par. It's just like a good basic worsted weight yarn. But that's beside the fact. And then it called for a 5.5 millimeter or an I hook. And I was like, that's large. Usually I use an H, and I think the recommended is an H hook for worsted yarn. So I got the peacock feather done, and I was like, it's already ginormous, so I don't think I'm going to turn it into a bookmark. And she can use it as a bookmark, but I'm not going to add like a long skinny string with a tassel on it. So here is my peacock feather, and it's super cute, and I really hope it's going to be flat enough. I feel like it should be, to not make the card too bulky, but I might put 2 stamps on it just to be safe. But yeah, I am super pleased with how it turned out. I loved the turquoise that I had. I thought it paired really nice against that navy, and I think it looks like a peacock feather. But so I'm like super happy with it. But I was originally planning on doing like a long just like I was gonna do a double chain and then maybe with a tassel on the bottom, but this is so large that if she did use it, let me just grab, I've got like, this is large for like a mass market paperback, so I would use it just this. So I don't know. I mean, I would definitely use this pattern, maybe use DK weight or use a lot smaller hook, because I used worsted weight on crystals, but I used a really small hook on it. So maybe I would do that instead of going 2 sizes up. Or I guess it's 1 size. Well, I guess technically it's 2 hook sizes up because there's a millimeter size between H and I that's not lettered. But that's beside the fact. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm super excited for that. So I got her some peacock feather stickers and a couple other little things, so I just got to do my little pen pal letter and note and get that in the card, and then I need to ship that off. But yeah, so that's really my fun thing to update you on. So otherwise, let's do the quest calendar and then I can get ready to go to bed. So yesterday we found this treasure chest where all the rubble was when it got reassembled from the spell, and we had the onyx key, so we were able to open it. Alrighty, yep, so today is simply choosing some treasure. So we have a Soul Stealer weapon, which gives us 1 health and 1 damage. The Cloak of Evil, which gives 1 health and 1 defense. And Boots of the Dead, which is 1 health and 1 to attack. So pick 1 treasure item to take with you. You can't have 2 of the same item types equipped at the same time. These items can be sacrificed upon death to resurrect your hero. See rules on death and magic equipment. Wait until you resolve the events of tomorrow before you cut out the token, but I don't cut out the tokens, so we don't have to worry about that portion of the thing. So, and this just has more information on how to equip, unequip, how equipment works, but we don't have to worry about that because we know what we're doing. It's already December 8th. We have equipped multiple magical items to our character. So we are good. So I'm going to shove that away. And then let me see if there's any of these items we don't already have. So the only things I don't have already equipped is a belt and a ring. So you know what? You know what? I'm going to take the Soul Stealer weapon because the weapon that we have equipped right now is the World Watcher's Staff, but we were using that specifically to collect the shards for the Demon Gate, but we don't need to do that anymore. So I'm going to equip the Soul Stealer weapon instead. So that'll give us a +1 to health and a +1 to damage. So I will have to get that down on my character sheet that I'm switching those out. But then otherwise, that's all I really have for today. So a super quick update. Tomorrow's Friday. I cannot believe we're already at another Friday. I don't know where the time goes. Oh, and we're already a week into December and I am nowhere near where I need to be on my Christmas presents. So I really need to buckle down. I'm probably going to try to find, I think I'm going to pick up the Rake Appreciation Society book on ebook and try to listen and crochet a lot this weekend. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I might just be doing IOUs for people this year. But yeah. That's a whole other level of stress I'm adding to myself. But anyway, I'll stop blabbering. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday. It is actually morning. I am filming this before I have to get ready for work. I woke up super early this morning, so I figured while I have a little bit of light, I will, natural light at least, I will do some filming, and then I can just focus on editing when I come home tonight from work. So, although I have the Avalanche game, so who knows what'll happen. Last night, we'll do book stuff first. Last night I finished Holidays? How quickly I forget what I freaking read. Holiday Lift. I don't know where I got a Holidays. I read this for Vlogmas, so once again, check out my Vlogmas clip to learn more about this one. Basic tropes: work rivals, forced proximity, they're stuck in the elevator at work when there's a snowstorm and the power goes out. This was a previous hookup, and it is about there is some miscommunication in here, but we mostly see them working through it in the novella. I will just kind of also throw in there that this was originally a part of an anthology, so the first like 30% of it is a part of is what was written for the anthology, and then the rest of the book is 2 years later and an expansion that the author has written later. But it is fairly quick, like very clearly written when you get to the end of that first portion. This was the end back then or something like that, and then she kind of does a little blurb about, you know, how she decided to come back and write more to the story. So, and I give this 2.5 stars. I mean, mostly I was kind of bored with it, but like I said, check out my Vlogmas stuff if you would like to watch it, or know my full thoughts. And I don't have anything else really going on, so yesterday we chose our treasure from this, so let us see what today brings. Okay, looks like we're gonna hang out in an area, set up a bedroll maybe. They're gonna force us to take a rest. Maybe. Let's see what it says. With your mission complete and the realms restored, you decide to find a place to rest before traveling through the portal again. You are mentally exhausted and physically drained. You deserve a break. Yep. They're making us take a rest. Okay, so restore your health to full, regain all expended uses of abilities, regain all spell points and chi points, remove the poisoned condition and the cursed condition, pay all upkeep for any followers you have. The followers you can't afford will leave you, change your equipment if you desire, and remove a single modifier caused from a death, but we don't have that, so. Alrighty, so I will remove the cost of my upkeep for my guys from my gold, and remove the tiny, or no, what? I took that health potion, so we don't have any health right now, or we don't have any damage right now, so yeah, I just gotta pay upkeep for our followers, so I'll get that taken off my gold. So that was a lot quicker update than I was expecting, but we're just going to go with it because I had a couple long updates this week. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. And I will see you all very soon.